Hey guys, so I'm Savannah of earthandwater.co. So healthy eating has kind of a bad rap for being expensive, which isn't always the case. I mean, you see those memes going around that says it's got a picture of a cheeseburger that says 99 cents, and then a fruit cup or a salad that says 5.99 or something, and then with a caption that says this is why I'm fat, or this is why we're unhealthy, or this, whatever. And so this bothers me. For one, I get it. I totally get it. I started in the exact same position as these views, and for a long time held my health back because of my money mindset problems. And but as the years have went by, and as I've found more and more ways to uh, make healthy eating match my budget, um, I've learned a lot, and I've seen that this really is a misconception, and it's really not true. Where you start seeing the healthy eating being really expensive is when you're trying to go for conveniency options, which are great, yeah, um, but they're also luxuries, and we don't have to get 5 or 6 frozen healthy dinners, and honestly most of them aren't very filling anyway, trust me, I know. We don't have to get the gluten-free bread and sorry I'm the protein bars that are $6 a box, and the meal replacement shakes, and you don't have to get all this extra stuff. Making healthy eating affordable is about simplifying your diet so that you're not getting all of this extra stuff, because a lot of the extra stuff that comes in the form of the gluten-free, or the gluten-free packaging with the I don't know the conveniency meals and all that. A lot of that, just because it says gluten free doesn't mean it's healthy. Just because it says all natural on it doesn't mean it's healthy. Just because it says no sugar added doesn't mean it's healthy. There's a lot of greenwashing out there, and not really mislabeling, but what's the word? They're labeling it to misleading labeling is what it is. Um, what you want to do is just simplify your diet to where you're getting grains and veggies and fruits and just your basic things. And some ways that you can do this is bags of beans and rice, and quinoa is a little on the pricier side. It really is, but it can last a long time too. So it kind of levels out, honestly. Um, so when you look at the prices and you're like, oh my god, that almond butter is $5. Okay, yeah, but that $5 almond butter will last you a solid 2 or 3 weeks, depending on how often you use it. That's about how long mine lasts me, and I literally use it once a day at least. So that's not that bad. And if you cut out the extra where you're getting the frozen pizzas and the conveniency frozen dinners, and even things like bacon and your meats are your most expensive grocery products. And if you can learn how to make not every meal centered around meat, but like it is in the standard American diet, every single meal is centered around meat, and it really shouldn't be for a ton of reasons that are in another video. So, not yet. They should be. They will be eventually. I'll get to that. Um, So if you cut back on your meats and do like a protein that's beans or seeds or nuts or the nut butters like almond butter or sunflower seed butter, things like that, protein powder even, then which once again can get on the pricey side, but once again lasts like a month or two depending on how often you use it. Longer even sometimes. I don't do protein powder a whole lot, so but I do have some and it's lasted me for a long time, like months. And then let's see, bags of rice last for a month. So really, once you get your staples, which is your basics, your grains and your beans and your spices and your nut butter of choice, then really the only thing you're going to have to buy on a regular basis is the fruits and veggies. Okay, so I should do a blog post where I break down the prices of all of these things and how long they last and what it actually comes out to, versus what we think things come out to and stuff. But anyway, so then once you're just buying fruits and veggies, there's a few tricks to it. If you buy local and seasonal, they're going to be cheaper than if you're buying things that are unseasoned, like not of the season and not local, because they're shipping them in, so you're having to pay for the shipping and handling of these items, and you're having to pay for all the middlemen that are in the middle of these processes, the people who are picking the apple and washing the apple and then shipping the apple and coating the apple with the wax, and then the grocery stores who are getting the apple and paying the employee to stack the apple and all that stuff. Go to a farmer's market on a Saturday, and that way you're eating local, you're eating most somewhat organic, it's not always, you're eating seasonal, local, and then you can even haggle with the farmers that are there, especially at the end of the day, because that stuff doesn't carry over to the next week most of the time, so they want to get rid of it. They don't want to take it home with them. So there are ways of getting around it. You just have to think about it a little bit. And there's even farmers markets that you can join, like on Facebook, like Facebook groups, local farmers markets, and people who grow gardens, which you could also do if you have the time and energy and desire. You could grow some of your own food. But people who have gardens have a surplus of tomatoes and cucumbers and all the things, and they'll put them up on the Facebook page for either to sell or just give away, because they have too many, they don't need all of it. So it just depends. There's local stands that you can drive around and see on the side of the road where people just free squash, take it because I have too many. And so there are ways to get around it for sure. And but yeah, if you're spending all of your money on the conveniency items and the things that have all the seasonings and the spices and the packs, so that all already come done and made easy for you and stuff like that, then you're going to spend a little bit extra money, not realizing that you're spending the extra money that could be going towards simplifying your diet and getting all of that extra stuff out, and so that you're not overspending on things, and that you have more money on the fruits and veggies and basic stuff. But I have a couple of blog posts on this. I have I think it's how to break the bank, or how to eat organic without breaking the bank, I think is one of them. It's a really old blog post. If you can't find it, just search bar, use the search bar on the website, earthwonder.co. And there was another one. Oh, maybe it was doing minimalism in food. That was a more recent blog post. That could probably help you out too with the simplifyingness of it. But yeah, so it's a myth. You can buy a couple of pieces of whole fruit, cut them all up yourself, and make 25 fruit cups for the price of what you're spending for 1 or 2 fruit cups that are already pre-sliced. You know, they're the vegetables that you buy in the packs are going to be more expensive. The ones that are already cut up are going to be more expensive than the ones that are whole and you have to cut up yourself. Okay, and it really just takes a few minutes. You can spend like an hour after you get home, or at some point in your week, you can spend 1 hour just cutting all your veggies and fruits and stuff. And that makes it easier for you. So you have them cut and in your fridge so that they're easy to grab and whatnot. Also, frozen fruits and veggies last longer and have almost the exact same nutritional value as fresh. So if you're worried about food waste, which is another problem with overspending on healthy eating and stuff, is food waste, because you buy all these fruits and veggies and then you don't use them all, so they go bad. And so frozen is a good way of making sure that doesn't happen, so that you're not wasting the food. And then food planning, so plan out what you're gonna make or gonna eat for the week, and that way you're only buying what you need for those dishes, so that you know they're not going to go to waste, and you know they're not going to rot before you use them, and that kind of stuff. I have a video on that before this one somewhere. It's not right here, so I don't know what it's called. Something about food planning. And then I also have a blog post about how I plan for food and whatnot. And it's simple, it's easy, just like everything I do and show you. But yeah. So it's not that bad. You can do it if you want to do it. You can find a way to make things cheaper and easier. You just have to believe you can find a way that works for you. It may take some exploration and some testing things out and stuff, but change is fun, I promise. If you have any questions, comment below. Message me if you like at earthandwater.co or any of my... I'm on all the social medias except for Snapchat. At earth and underscore water. So that's how you can find me on all of that. Like, share, subscribe, turn on notifications, do all the things, and I'll see you in the next one.